Now we're going to inspect the trailer. We're going to look at our lenses on top of the trailer. We're going to make sure that our clearance lenses are not cracked or broken and they're not fogged up. I'm going to check my reflectors on the side of the trailer. Amber reflectors in the front, red reflectors in the rear. I would make sure that all of my DOT reflectors are on. We are going to start at the bulkhead of the trailer. We're going to make sure that the bulkhead doesn't have any bends, bulges, or holes in it, that the bulkhead is secure. We're going to go over to the landing gear of the trailer. We're going to make sure that the landing gear of the trailer is not bent, that the landing gear is not broken. We're going to check the arm of the landing gear. We're going to make sure that the landing gear goes up properly, that the landing gear is properly greased. We're going to move on to the frame of the trailer. We're going to make sure that the frame of the trailer isn't cracked in any way. We're going to check our turn signals on the side of the trailer and make sure that they're securely mounted and they're not broken. Most trailers are equipped with a tandem release. This trailer is not equipped with a tandem release. If this had a tandem release, I would make sure that it's locked in position. I would make sure that it's not broken or damaged in any way. Now we're going to do the axles on the rear of the trailer. We're going to do the suspension. Starting with the spring mounts of the suspension, we're going to make sure that they're securely mounted. We're going to make sure that the leaf springs are present. They're not cracked, missing, shifted, or broken. We're going to check the U-bolts of the suspension and make sure that they're holding the suspension in place and they are not cracked or broken. There are no shock absorbers on the rear of this trailer. We're going to check the brake system on this trailer, starting with the brake chambers. We're going to make sure that the brake chambers don't have any holes in them, no audible air leaks, that they are securely mounted. We're going to check the air hoses and make sure that they're connected properly to the brake chambers and there are no cracks in them. We're going to check the slack adjusters on the trailer and make sure that there's the 90-degree angle, the pins are in place, and you can't pull the slack adjuster more than 1 inch. We've done the brakes, we've done the suspension, now we move on to the tires. These tires we're going to make sure have a tread depth of 2/32. We're going to make sure there's no rock or debris in between the dual tires. We're going to check the sidewall of the tire for cuts, abrasions, or bulges. We're going to check the rim and make sure that it doesn't have any cracks or illegal welds. We'll check the axle hub oil seal and make sure the axle hub oil seal is intact. I know that the lug nuts are in safe working order because there's no rust or shiny threads. I would check the inflation of the tire with a gauge or a mallet. I'm going to come to the back. I'm going to make sure that my splash guards are securely mounted. They don't have any tears or breaks in them. Now we checked our reflector is red in the rear. We're going to go to the rear of the trailer. We're going to make sure that our lenses are not cracked or broken, that they're not foggy. We're going to look at our top clearance lights. We're going to make sure that those lenses are not cracked or broken. We're going to make sure that our door latch is secure. Our door latch shuts. We would make sure that the rollers on our door work properly. And that's it for the rear of the trailer. This is the external light inspection. You should check every light and make sure that it is working. First, you check the high beams and the low beams. Next, we're going to inspect the clearance lights come on. Now he's doing the left blinker, it works. Now he's doing the right blinker, it works. Now he's inspecting the four-way flashers, they work. Next, he's checking the left blinker on the tractor. It works. You would also check the right blinker on the passenger side. It works. Now he's checking the left blinker. It works. He is checking the right blinker. It works. He's checking the brakes. They work. He's checking the tail lights. They work. He's checking the four-ways. They work. There are no clearance lights on the rear of this tractor. He's inspecting the top clearance lights on the trailer. They work. We're inspecting the lights on the side of the trailer. They work. The lights on the trailer work. The turn signals on the trailer, they work. The rear trailer light, it works. The four-way flashers on the trailer, they work. The left blinker on the trailer works. The right blinker on the trailer works. The brake lights work. The tail lights work. The clearance lights work. And that is the external light inspection. This is the in-cab inspection. First, we're gonna click our seatbelt on. We're gonna make sure our truck is in neutral. We're gonna perform a safe start by depressing the clutch. The tractor has started. First, we're going to inspect the temperature gauge. Next, we're going to inspect the voltmeter gauge. Then we're going to check the oil pressure gauge. We're going to make sure that all of these gauges are in the proper working order. Next, we're going to check that the air pressure builds to the gross governed cutout of 120 pounds. We're going to inspect the lighting indicators on the dash, the left, the right, the four-ways, and we'll inspect the high beams. We're going to inspect the heater and the defroster. We're going to check to make sure that the defroster is working properly and that the heater is working properly. We're going to inspect the windshield and make sure that there are no cracks or illegal pits. We're going to inspect the mirrors and make sure that they're properly adjusted and they're clean. We're going to make sure that our air pressure builds from 85 to 100 in 45 seconds. We're going to make sure that our ABS light comes on and off. Now we're going to check our parking brake. First, we're going to inspect our parking brake by releasing our trailer valve and gently pulling against. The parking brake works. Then we're going to release the parking brake valve. We're going to roll forward. We're going to step on our service brake and make sure that our service brake works correctly. We've determined it builds from 85 to 100 in 45 seconds. We built our air pressure up to 120 pounds. We are now going to shut off the motor. We're going to hold on the brake for 1 minute. In 1 minute, you cannot lose more than 4 pounds of air pressure in a Class A vehicle. You cannot lose more than 3 pounds of air pressure in a single vehicle. We will then turn our key to the on position and we will begin to pump our air down to 60 pounds. At 60 pounds, a warning light will come on. We will continue to flag our air brakes. Till the parking brake and the trailer air supply automatically lock up. We're checking the windshield washer fluid and the windshield wipers. That is the in-cab inspection.